In this video, I'm going to show you how to mat an artwork and measure 1-inch borders around the artwork. So I have glue and I have a ruler and a piece of railroad board, and this is my artwork. So the first thing to do is to put some glue on the artwork. You don't need a lot, but you should try to get it sort of close to the edges. You can spread it to the middle. Then you're going to set it aside and put a thin layer of glue on the surface you're going to glue the artwork to. Make this area of glue a little bit smaller than the artwork so you don't have glue coming out around it. Rubber cement works best when you have a thin layer on the surface of the board and a thin layer on the back of the artwork. Those two surfaces, when put together, will form a really tight bond. So then I'm going to put the cap on the glue so it doesn't stink, and I'll put it aside. So now I'm going to take my artwork and let this dry a little bit first before I put the artwork down. I'm going to take it and I'm going to carefully put it down. And then I can take a little piece of newspaper or a piece of clean paper and just push the artwork down without actually smearing anything on it, if it's still wet or if it has powdered medium or anything like that on it. To measure, I just need a pencil and my ruler. And I intentionally put the artwork on this mat board a little bit crooked, just to show you that it doesn't really matter if the artwork is on here really evenly or not, because now we're going to measure the border of the mat from the edges of the artwork. So as long as the artwork is cut with 90-degree angles at the corners, then your mat board should too if you measure right. So I'm going to line up the ruler on one side. I'm going to make two measurements for each side of my artwork, and it'll be a total of 8. So I'm lining up my ruler here. It's at the 3-inch mark. You can pick any inch, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to make a mark 1 inch away at the 4-inch mark. Then I'm going to make another of the same type of measurement on that side. Be careful not to make marks that go like this, because that is really hard to line up. Because what we're going to do now is take those two little marks and use the ruler to line them up so that we make a line that's evenly 1 inch away from the edge of the artwork. Then I'm going to do the same thing I just did on another side. So making a mark 1 inch away from the edge of the artwork 2 times. And then I'm going to line up my ruler with those 2 marks. Notice that my pencil is straight up and down rather than being to the side, and that'll make the most accurate measurement. So I'm going to keep doing this for each side. Until I have a border all the way around. So there I have my even 1 inch border, and now I'd be ready to trim my artwork right along that border. For this, I'm going to use a big paper cutter, but you could use scissors if you have a pretty sure hand. But my next video will show how to actually trim this.